Kiwi friends! We've been reading through this book, The Christmas Promise. Let's continue. A long, long time ago, so long that it's hard to imagine, God promised a new king. He wasn't an ordinary king like the ones we see on TV or in books. He would be different. He would be a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king. And do you know what? One precious night, God kept his Christmas promise. Would you like to know how he did it? The Christmas story starts with an angel. Whoosh! He came from God to see Mary. The angel had a special message. Mary, you're going to have a baby. He will be a special baby. God promises that your baby is going to be king, not for a little time, but forever and ever. He will be the forever king. Mary was going to marry Joseph, so God sent another angel. Whoosh! He came to see Joseph. The angel had a special message. Mary is going to have a very special baby, the angel said to Joseph. Her baby is going to be king and will rescue his people. He will be a rescuing king. God had promised that his new king would be born in a little city called Bethlehem, and that's where Mary and Joseph went. But Bethlehem was very busy with lots and lots and lots of people. So when the baby was born, he had to sleep in a manger instead of a bed. All the other mangers in Bethlehem held food for hungry animals to munch, but this manger held a tiny baby. He was God's very special new king. The shepherds in the fields had such a surprise. It was quiet and dark, and the sheep were snoozing when, whoosh, an angel popped into the sky. Now the sky was bright, and the shepherds were so scared. But the angel had a special message for them. Don't be afraid. I have wonderful news for you, the angel said. God's chosen king has been born tonight. He is going to rescue his people just as God promised. He will be a rescuing king. Then lots and lots of other excited angels joined in to celebrate. The shepherds were really excited. They went rushing to see the new king, and there he was, lying in a manger, just as the angel had said. But they weren't the only ones who had heard the good news about the promised new king. Some wise men living far, far away had also been sent a message. It was quiet and dark, and they were watching the stars when, whoosh! A new star popped into the sky. The star had a special message. The wise men knew what it meant. A very special king had been born, the king for all God's people. This child was the promised new king. The wise men were so excited. They went on a long journey to see the new king. And there he was, just as the star had shown them. Everything God promised came true. There are lots and lots of different kings in the world, but God sent the greatest king of all. He sent a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king. And do you know what this king's name is? His name is Jesus. Why is he so special? He is a new king, a rescuing king, a forever king. Let's talk about this picture. What part of this picture shows that Jesus was a new king? Right, a baby. Babies are new. A carpenter. He's a servant king that came to work and serve. That's new. What part of this picture shows that Jesus was a forever king? Right, shiny on the throne forever. How do you think Jesus is a rescuing king? Jesus came and told the people that they had sin in their life. Sin is anything we think, say, or do that doesn't please God. You see, when we sin, we separate ourselves from God because He is good and perfect, and sin keeps us from being perfect. This separation from God is why people talk about sin being dark. When Jesus was here on earth, He talked about the darkness that sin creates when He said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." That's from John 8:12. Jesus came to rescue us from the darkness of death. He is the opposite of darkness. He is light. All right, cover your eyes. Sin is dark. Now uncover them. Jesus came to be the light of the world. The Christmas promise isn't just that God sent His only Son to the earth. It's that He did it because He loved us, because we needed rescuing, because God wants us to be with Him forever. So Jesus came to rescue us so that we could be with God forever and ever. That is the Christmas promise. That's why we celebrate the birth of this very special King today.